Okay, in this video, I'm going to go over how to advertise your personal training services. Now, when it comes to advertising for PT, there's really three things you need to get right to maximize your results that you're going to get. And I'm going to cover those in this video. If you're not familiar with me yet, my name's Dan Martini. I run One Stop Revenue here in Boston, Massachusetts. We've worked with well over 200 locations across the country, and we spent over $3 million in ads for those clients, generated many more millions than that in revenue for those clients. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay out on this whiteboard behind my head here, I'm going to lay out all the things you need to master to actually produce results from your ads. Now, there's really three things we want to get from our ads. Number one is more leads. Number two is booked appointments from those leads. And number three is obviously to make more sales, to get people to purchase the package that we're pitching. So let's dive into each one by one. I'll use this whiteboard here to kind of draw diagrams and lay everything out for you so you can use it and implement these things right away into your business. Before we dive into anything, there's really one thing that we have to kind of decide before we do anything else, before we make an ad, before we start writing ad copy or creating images or like anything like that. The first thing we need to do is to figure out where to advertise. Okay, where are we going to advertise? What I would suggest when it comes to PT, because this is a kind of high ticket type of sale, and when I talk about high ticket, I'm talking like $2,000 sale, $5,000 sale, whatever you're selling, because this is a high ticket type of item that we're selling, I would recommend to advertise somewhere where the average age is between probably 30 and like 65, somewhere in there. The best place I have found to get results with people who can afford a $2,000 to $5,000 package is Facebook. All right, so advertise on Facebook. This is what I would recommend for anyone who's starting to think about advertising for PT services. Start with Facebook because that's where this demographic lives. And what do they have? They have dispensable income. Okay? So don't go to TikTok, don't go to Instagram, nothing like that. I would really start with Facebook first, and then you can kind of expand it from there. All right, so with that out of the way, now that we've chosen the platform we're going to advertise on, there's really three things we need to start really getting results. Number one is great content. This means we need great ads, okay? So what makes a great ad? Well, if we look at an ad itself, there's a few kind of main components to an ad, okay? The first thing people will see is your logo. So you want to have kind of a catchy logo, a good looking logo, and that makes your business look professional. So that's number one. And then is your business name right here. Now, here's something to think about in case your ads aren't working perfectly as soon as you post them. When people see an ad like this, there's two things that they can do. Number one is they can go through your intended process, which is to click on your ad and become a lead, right? But the second thing that will happen is they'll click right here on your logo or your business name because they want to learn more about your business first. The reality is when people are scrolling through Facebook, they're bombarded with tons of ads from big gyms, small gyms, personal trainers, small group training, large group training, everything, right? And they have to make the decision as to where they're going to go. So it's just natural for people to not go through your intended process that you're going to have in your ad here, but instead just click over to your business profile and check out your Facebook page first. Okay, so if that's the case, what I highly recommend is to have a really good looking Facebook profile. Now, I cover that in another video, but what you essentially want to have on your Facebook profile is a few things. Number one, you want to have images of what your business looks like. All right, super simple, but you want to have images of what your business looks like. This includes coaches coaching clients, right? If someone was to walk by your business and peer through the window, what would they see? They would see coaches coaching clients. They'd see your front desk. They'd see a clean facility. They'd see your equipment. They'd see whatever they see, right? You want to put that on your Facebook profile. So that's number one. That's just like interesting content. Then you want to have valuable content. So, content about nutrition, content about working out, stretching, recovery, like all of these things. You want to have all of that on your profile, right? Provide value. But the third and probably the most important piece that you want to have on your profile is social proof. All right. So you want to have reviews, preferably good reviews on your profile. So reviews, testimonials from clients, before and after pictures, group photos, right? Like a photo of a group of your trainers or your clients just all together having a good time, right? So all of that stuff you want to have on your profile. So now that we've gotten that out of the way, let's just get back to the ad here and go over the most important pieces. Okay, so you're going to see when people scroll through Facebook, they're going to see your ad. The first thing they're going to see is your logo and your business name. The second thing they're going to see is some ad copy right here. Okay, and then they're going to see a little button that says see more. When they click that see more ad copy is going to kind of pop open. Okay, so all of this ad copy is going to expand and you're going to see the rest of the ad copy underneath it. All right, this ad copy right here, what you really want to do is you want to capture people's attention. Right? That's the most important thing. If you don't capture people's attention here, they're most likely just going to keep scrolling and not pay attention to your ad. Okay? Second thing you're going to do is this is where the image is, or the video. Now, I'll give you a couple of hints here. I would start with images for a couple of reasons. Number one is you can test images really quickly. So, for example, with a video, you have to, set up a camera, make sure your lighting is right, write a little script, read the script. You're probably going to mess up a few times. You're going to have to retake it. You're going to have to do all these things, right? That could take a few hours just to get the video down. Then you test it and it might flop, right? It might just not get any results, might not get any leads at all. By the time you've created 1, 2, 3 videos to test, you could have tested 50 images and landed on 5 or 10 great images that are going to produce phenomenal results for you. So I would always start with images first, get results first, and then experiment with video later. All right, but this right here is going to capture people's attention also. So make sure your image looks good, it's bright, it's got smiles on it, it's got coaches coaching clients, group photos, like all of those things that would realistically capture people's attention. You want to have in the image right here. The next thing down here is the headline or the call to action button. Okay, this is where people actually click to go to the next step to become a lead, right? This is really what you want to, this is the layout of an ad, right? So you want to master all of these 3 things. Now, when it comes to the headline or the call to action, you can I would test, right? I would test a bunch of different things. So you can test like click here to get X, or you can test some curiosity, right? You can test the result that they're going to get. You can test a whole bunch of different things in this headline, but I guess the punchline is to test, right? And find the headline that produces the best result or produces the most clicks. All right. So what we've covered so far is where we're going to advertise. Number one, Facebook. The demographic we're going to target, typically between 30 and 65 plus, right? And then we've talked about what to have on the ad. You want to have a great profile. So if people click to your business name right here, you want to have a great profile so people can look through your business. Plus, the reality is, guys, when people click on the business name right here, and they go to your profile, they've most likely lost the ad completely. So it's really important to have the link on your profile to the offer that you're putting in the ad here. Okay, so super important. Watch this video over if you need to find these little nuggets again. But that's really, really important. Then we want to have great copy. You want to capture their attention, especially in the first couple of lines. You want to have a great image or video. Again, I would start with images. Then you want to have a great call to action or curiosity button so that people can kind of click to the next step and become a lead, right? But the whole goal of this right here is to become a lead, right? That is the ultimate goal. Okay. So with that being said, let me get rid of this and let's go on to step number 2. All right. So I alluded to this a little bit in the copywriting portion, but the second thing you absolutely need is a really great offer. Okay. Now, a great offer when it comes to fitness, when it comes to just health and wellness in general, you want to make sure it has 3 main components. Number 1, what they get if they were to claim the offer or to, opt in. So what they get. You want to put in the ad why they need it. And you also want to make sure you put in the ad how much it costs. So with that being said, let's go into each one of these a little bit further here. All right. So what they get, what you want to do, what you want to do is in the copywriting, you want to follow kind of a specific formula, and that formula is ADA. Okay, so what does this stand for? It stands for attention, interest, desires, action. Okay, this is the formula that you want to follow right here. Attention, interest, desires, action. Right? Let me just make this a little smaller so you can see everything a bit better. Okay, attention, interest, desires, and action. So if that's the case, this right here is the first 1 to 2 lines. Okay, this right here is lines 3 to 4. And then here, these are bullet points of features and benefits. Excuse my terrible handwriting. Features and benefits. Okay, features and benefits. And then this right here is the call to action, right? Click here to get X, Y, and Z, right? Now, so that's the layout of the ad copy. The other thing to think about is like why they need it, right? This is really this portion right here. So this is the bullets right here, right? So the bullet points are like, hey, we're going to give you X, Y, and Z so that you can, right? So feature, benefit. Feature is we're going to give you X, Y, and Z so that you can X, Y, and Z, right? We're going to give you a one-on-one session with a personal trainer so that you can X, Y, and Z result, right? So that's what you want to do with the bullet points there. And then you want to have a call to action at the bottom here. All right, that's why they need it. That's the features and benefits. Then how much it costs. When it comes to an offer, you can do anything from free to paid. If I was to pick one out of the hat and bank on it actually working right away, I'd actually go here. I wouldn't do free. Everyone says, oh, you know what? I'm going to offer a free offer because I think the most people are going to opt in. It's how I'm going to get the most leads, right? Wrong. Actually, this right here is where you're going to get the most results. And what I would recommend is doing an offer anywhere between $20 and $50. What this does, it does a couple of things. Number one, it increases the quality of lead that you're going to get. So when it comes to free leads or people who are opting in for free, the quality of those leads is so low that it's very hard to book appointments with them. So when you have a better quality lead, you're actually going to book more appointments. Okay. The second thing is when people see a low price like this, a price that's very digestible, the intimidation factor goes down because they're already paying for something. If you offer something for free like this and you say something like, hey, come in for a free whatever, right? They know they're going to get pitched. They know this is going to be like a sales appointment, Okay. And so people actually opt in less to free than actually paid offers, as long as you stay within this price point right here. Okay. So $20 to $50. That's the offer. But it's really important here that you show them what they get, right? That's kind of right here. Why they need it, it's also right here, features and benefits, and how much it costs. Those are the three things you need to put in the ad, right? As long as you follow this formula right here, the ADA formula, attention, interest, desires, action. All right, so if you follow that formula and you have what they get, why they need it, and how much it costs, your ads are going to do great, all right? And as long as you stay within these parameters here, okay? So that's the offer. That's the second thing. The third thing is you really need a back end process. Okay? So a back end process. What is a back end process? Essentially what this is it's how you turn people from a lead into a paying client. Right? How to turn a lead into dollars. Essentially what this looks like is, let's just say you have an ad right here. They become a lead right here. So ad, lead, right? Most people will not purchase the offer right then and there through the ad. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to follow up with people. And that's what this is right here. It's the back end process. So you need to have great follow up. Okay, so what does that look like? Really what this looks like is a series of emails and texts. Emails and texts. Oops. I'm actually gonna right here. Okay. So you want to have a series of emails and texts that go out to people to follow up with them to book appointments. Okay. And then when they come in, you need a really great sales process. Okay. So this is what a back end process is. You can't just have a great ad and say, oh, you know what? I have a great ad, so all my worries are gone, right? I don't need to worry about closing people. I don't need to worry about following up. I don't need to worry about booking appointments. They're just going to go through my system and I'm just going to start making money magically. No, wrong. You need to have a great ad, great content, great copy, all of the things that we talked about already. You need to generate leads, okay? You need to follow up with them with texts, emails, even phone calls. You need to book appointments with them. And by the way, when it comes to booking appointments, I would always recommend having some type of CRM so that you can send emails, you can send texts to them, and actually get responses from them to book appointments. And then you need to have a really great sales process, right? Nothing happens without a great sales process. You can get them all the way from here to here, but if you can't close them, then you can't make money, right? So you need to have a great sales process to make sure that you can actually turn these people who are looking at your ad right here, right? These are eyeballs looking at your ad, to actually becoming a paid customer. So these are the three things that you absolutely need. All right. You need number one, great content. You need a great offer. And then you also need a back end process. All right. So these are the things you absolutely need when it comes to advertising your personal training services. Now, if you want more detail than what I've laid out in this video, and you want help from me or my team, and you want some great ads that actually produce leads, that actually turn into appointments, that actually buy your stuff, what I would recommend that you do is go to the bottom of this video. Under it in the description, you're going to see a link to our website. Go to our website. We have testimonials on there. We have a bunch of info on there. You can check it all out. But what I would do is book a call with us, get on our calendar. We'll chat with you. If we think we can help you out, then we'll tell you what that looks like. We'll tell you what the investment might be. If we can't help you, if I think we can't help you, and we can't help everybody, but if I don't think we can help you, I will let you know, and it's no harm, no foul. We can go our separate ways as friends, which is what I would love. But if you're looking to grow your personal training studio, you want to get more clients, you want to follow a formula that looks something like this and get results like our clients are getting, then book a call using the link below, chat with us, and we'll see if we can help you out. I hope this video was helpful. If you have any questions, comment below. Otherwise, I will see you in the next video.